The Union Cabinet on Wednesday gave its approval to set up National Recruitment Agency, that is NRA, for conducting common eligibility tests for IBPS, SSC and RRB exams. This would not only pave way for a transformational reform in the recruitment process for central government jobs, but is likely to benefit crores of job seekers. Approving major reforms in the current recruitment process, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed that the National Recruitment Agency will prove to be a boon for youngsters. NRA will not just provide a big boost to transparency, but through the common eligibility test, it will eliminate multiple tests and save precious time as well as resources. But how is this going to benefit the youngsters, especially the poor students? Let's have a look. The candidates need not have to pay fees to multiple recruiting agencies and travel long distances for appearing in various exams. The NRA is a multi-agency organization comprising representatives from the Ministry of Railways, Finance, Department of Financial Services, the SSC, RRB and IBPS, which will encompass the first level test by the Staff Selection Commission, Railway Recruitment Boards and the Institute of Banking Service Personnel. It will be done through a computer-based online common eligibility test for the graduates, 10th and 12th pass candidates and shortlist candidates for Group B and Group C non-technical posts. On an average, close to 3 crore candidates appear in each of these examinations, and a common eligibility test would ensure that candidates will have to appear and clear only single exam and become eligible to apply to any or all of these recruitment agencies for further higher level exams. The CET score to be valid for 3 years, no bar on attempts. The CET score shall be valid for 3 years from the date of declaration of the results. The best of the valid scores shall be deemed to be current score of the candidate. There is no restriction on the number of attempts by a candidate to appear in the CET subject. Relaxation in the upper age limit shall be given to candidates of SC, ST, OBC and other categories as per the extant policy of the government. But how will the poor students be benefited? The present guidelines force the candidates to appear in multiple examinations conducted by multiple agencies. A single exam would reduce the financial burden on candidates to a large extent. Apart from the examination fees, candidates can save the additional expenses borne by them for travel, boarding, lodging. Not only this, under the NRA, the candidates will get an opportunity to compete for many posts just by appearing in a single examination. Easy access to exam centers, a bonus for candidates from rural areas. The Cabinet has laid special focus on creating examination centers in every district of the country, apart from developing an exam infrastructure in 117 aspirational districts, which will not only ease access to rural candidates but will also motivate rural candidates residing in the far-flung areas to enhance their representation in central government jobs. Women candidates, especially from rural areas, had to arrange for transportation and accommodation in faraway places, and at times need someone to escort them to the exam centers located away from their native districts. If exam centers come up in every district, it would greatly benefit candidates from rural areas in general and women candidates in particular. Further, the common eligibility test would be available in a number of languages in order to facilitate people from different parts of the country to take the exam and have an equal opportunity of getting selected. Another advantage for students is there is no likelihood of clash of dates. Now, after NRA approval, candidates need not worry about the clash of dates, as numbers of examination will be limited and the CET score will be valid for many organizations. Initially, the CET scores will be used by the 3 major recruitment agencies, that is IBPS, SSC and RRB, and other recruitment agencies in the central government, state governments, union territories, public sector undertakings and private sector would adopt the same in the later phase. Already, some departments have indicated their intention to eliminate any second level test and go ahead with the recruitment on the basis of CET scores, physical tests and medical examination. This would greatly reduce the recruitment cycle and benefit a large section of youth. How does it work? After a separate CET is conducted for non-technical posts to which recruitment is presently carried out by SSC, RRBs and IBPS, the final selection shall be made through separate specialized tiers of examination, which is to be conducted by the respective recruitment agencies. It will be completely based on the screening done at the CET score level. Is NRA beneficial for recruitment agencies or the government? Looks so. The government has sanctioned over Rs 1500 crore for the National Recruitment Agency, and the expenditure will be undertaken over a period of 3 years for setting up of the NRA, plus the costs will be incurred for setting up infrastructure in the 117 aspirational districts. Now, with common eligibility tests, the cost of spending on examination infrastructure can be saved with reduction in exams and the examination centers. This apart, a lot of expenditure of transportation and lodging will now be eradicated. It's to be noted that the National Recruitment Agency was proposed by the Narendra Modi government in the Union Budget this year. Currently, exams for the purpose of government recruitment are held by UPSC and SSC, and with the introduction of NRA, the centre is confident that it will simplify matters not only for the candidates but also for the government.